So the first time I came to Queen of Peace was now probably 21 years ago. I came here for a college assignment. I was taking a religions course and I had to attend several different churches, and so I chose here because it was close by to where I lived. Come to think about it, I think it was kind of like the first little seed that was planted, because 19 years later I ended up back here.
And when the Lord comes, may you go out to meet him with all the saints in the heavenly kingdom.
It was back in 2011 I came back. One of my good friends, I had lost her, and I just felt like at that time I had put a lot of things on the back burner that was really important. God was one of them.
That's when she started RCIA.
Yes, and the funny thing is, he thought that he had already been baptized and he was Catholic, and I had gone through my process, and I was talking to his mom and dad, and she's like, oh, Jim was never baptized. So all of these years, he thought he was a Catholic, and he got to go through RCIA too. Well, Ainsley and I were baptized on the same day.
Ainsley, I baptize you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Oh, sweet.
It was just very important as a family to do it.
Margaret, I baptize you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
I told her I didn't want her to do this alone. I wanted to be part of it. And so when she went, I went the following season.
Actually, at the last minute, I got to be his sponsor.
And it was an incredible experience for both of us. But I'm very, very grateful for having had the experience of going through the RCIA process.
Apostles of Pentecost, and given by them and their successors to be baptized.
I think that it gave me a better perspective on the meaning of what it is to choose to be part of the Catholic Church. And it's been an amazing experience. My first day in RCIA, Sister B talked about ethos. She talked about a way of living, a way of being, thinking. And I think if you really want to live it, if you really want to believe in it, then part of that is giving back. So I think it's inevitable that if this place gives as much as it does, and one of the amazing experiences about this place is how open and how caring and how people treat each other with such decency and respect here. That's one of the first things I noticed about being new here. It almost feels unusual that when you give that back, that's important, because that helps provide a future. You know, provides a conduit for more of the goodness to come around.
When Sister B was talking about tithing, I was like, well, let me look at, what my bills are, what's coming in. All the bills are the same, but I'm making 2/3 less money. And I'm like, how am I going to, do this? And I want to do this, and I just pray about it. And
we try to give as much as we can, and of our time and our talent, as well as our treasure. And it seems to, what you give to this community seems to come back in greater amount than you gave in. And so that's been our experience in this place, this wonderful church.
And then I also tried to choose things that my daughter could participate with me. And so, especially before she started school. So there was a couple of times when I got her involved with Catholic Charities and having her pass out bags, and she loves it. She loves to be involved, and so.
It's nice to have a lot of support in life. Sometimes you don't realize where it's going to come. And in November of last year, Mazer was diagnosed with lung cancer.
But I didn't go and tell you everything, because I didn't know at the time what I was dealing with.
And it scared me. It scared everybody that knew her. And we were very fortunate to know that the type of cancer that she had could be removed.
My goal was to come to Mass every morning.
Having a spiritual background and knowing that there was a faith community here was a big influence on that.
Out of the blue, well, I don't think it was really out of the blue. I think God spoke through Father Jeff to tell me not to have any fear, because then he specifically started talking about someone that a friend of his whose mother was diagnosed with lung cancer. I felt like it was really kind of like pinpointed, and I said, oh my goodness, he doesn't know how well he comforted me that day.
It turned out that we had more support than we ever dreamed of. And when I say that, there were members of this community that were intimately involved in my wife's surgery, from an anesthesiologist to the surgeon himself. And knowing that they were part of something that we believe in made that, well, extraordinary.
People volunteered.
Yeah, it was incredible,
Yes.
the amount of outpouring that came out. I'm not a guy that's afraid of a lot of things. I generally can handle myself. And when this happened to Mazer, I had nothing else. And I'm not afraid to say it, I got down on my knees. I said, God, I give this one to you. But how many signs do you need? I mean, something good's happening here for a reason.
God got me ready for this by bringing me here.
She really, really came through.